Daniel, I don't know anything about this game at all.
Well, what would you like to know?
You're forgetting that.
What would you like to know?
What do you do? What's the objective of the game? How do you play it?
Okay. Well,
Why does it look boring?
what would you prefer I play, Panda?
A non-first-person shooter game?
This isn't a first. This isn't even close to a first-person shooter. What are you watching?
Okay, well, the whole gameplay that I've seen, you've been shooting people and running around.
Okay. First-person shooter requires you to be in the first person's perspective, which means looking through their eyes. This is an
Whatever.
isometric
You've been
view,
shooting people and just running around.
and there's no shooting at all. I'm using magic and swords, and at no point in time has there been anything shot, except for maybe
Okay. Well, sorry.
some sort of magical effect you could claim was being shot, but no, I didn't shoot anything. And this is referred to as an isometric camera, where the camera is stuck in a fixed position. You move.
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
You move by clicking, and the reason I'm playing this in the first place is because it's an isometric camera. So I don't have to re-render everything, and my actual connection will stay up. Anyway.
I'm just telling you. I'm being honest. Sorry.
It is a hack and slash RPG. Is the closest thing I could think of.
Rip these brutes to shreds.
Okay, well, what do you do?
You are fighting the denizens of hell, and eventually I will be getting to fighting the actual lords of hell itself. I think I fight. I know I fight Diablo.
Sorry,
and
like,
Lord of
I
Terror.
guess all I see is you running around. Honestly. That's all I see. You're just running around places.
Well, that is a bit of it, yes. I'm killing things and moving around, and if my character ever is defeated, even once, this character goes away. Period. It's gone.
Well, then maybe you should get defeated then, so I can see that.
Why would I take everything that I did yesterday and quite literally throw it in the trash? For no other reason than 'cause. Nothing?
Okay, what's the objective, I guess? What are you supposed to do?
Right now I'm looking for the
Other than
Khazra.
run around.
Right
What
now
is that?
Khazra are the giant goat men that I've been killing. And right now I am looking for
See,
that.
that's what I mean. I don't know anything about this game at all.
I'm looking for
At all. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm looking for the Khazra den, which again is the giant goat men I'm fighting. Because I'm trying to find the sword of
What's
the
the
person.
goat man?
Khazra, these things. The goat people.
Okay, well, why are they in the game for?
Because they're demons, and I'm killing them because they're bad guys. And they apparently have.
Okay, I guess it would help for me to know the background of this game then.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know why you'd be fighting demons for.
Okay.
You're talking to somebody that has never ever heard of Diablo and has never played Diablo.
Okay. So the easiest place to start here is that Diablo is the demon lord of terror. He's
What's terror?
terror. Mind-numbing fear. Horror. Think of the scariest you've ever been in your life.
Okay, so he's the
That's terror.
the Lord of Terror.
Yes, he's the lord of terror.
Okay.
Mind-numbing fear.
What could have killed this beast?
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
And the first Diablo was Diablo, the Lord of Terror, trying to get to the surface. Trying to actually get into the
The
world.
surface of what?
Surface of the world. I don't think this is actually
So you're
Earth.
stuck in hell?
Yeah. He,
So
instead
he's
of being
stuck in hell,
stuck
and
in
he's
hell,
trying
he
to
wanted
get
to
to the
be
world.
on
Still
Earth.
waiting.
I don't think that's actually Earth. I think it's
For what?
called something else. To get out of hell. What do you mean for what?
Oh, what? Why did he went on Earth for? What was his reasoning?
To create a hell that didn't suck.
I'm sure she'd love to meet you.
Hell
and thank
sucks.
you for your help.
Every permutation of hell, it sucks. They don't want hell. They want to get out of there and make humans suffer.
Well, if he's a Lord of Terror, never mind. If he's a Lord of Terror, then wouldn't he be happy that
This is the
the
woman who
hell's like
saved our
messed up?
farm.
No, because he wants humans so he can make them suffer.
Unwell.
She has been ill of late, but
Oh.
my love will
Okay,
see
so
her
that's
through.
the objective of why he wanted on
I'm
Earth then.
certain her illness will not worsen.
Anyways, continue.
Nodded off.
What?
Continue. Hello, my fellow humans.
Hello, my fellow
Welcome
humans.
to the stream. I'm trying to get him to explain Diablo to me because I've never played this game. I don't know what it's about at all. I don't know the background of the game.
Welcome to
Okay.
Jessica's Confusion Hour. Yes, he wants to be on
You
Earth.
told me to
and
ask.
Yes, I did. And in the first Diablo, you stop him and put him back in hell. The second Diablo, the character...
Okay, so are you playing Diablo or somebody else playing Diablo?
I'm not playing Diablo at all. He's the biggest bad guy in this game. Hence why his name's on it. I am playing a wizard.
Okay,
I'll
so
get to
you're
that in a minute.
you're playing the person that was trying to get Diablo to not be on Earth then, right?
I was getting to that. In the first Diablo, you stopped Diablo and put him back into hell. I'm not sure if the Soul Forge is involved in that or not. Honestly, it's been a very long time since I played Diablo.
And
1.
anyways, he wants you to know if you can increase your face cam screen.
Not without killing my stream and putting it back
The
up.
world is a safer place.
So if I crash, I will increase the size of my screen for you. Farmer seller. Oh, he left. In Diablo 2, the character that you played in Diablo 1 has become corrupted by Diablo and is the new Diablo, basically.
Could you put him back into hell?
You put him into hell, but because you had come into
Like-
contact with Diablo,
Astound myself.
he corrupted your soul. And so he basically is using you as a gateway to get back onto Earth. Again, I'm not sure if it's actually Earth, but to get you back into this world of realm of existence,
Okay.
I think is a better name. Anyway, in Diablo
Okay.
3, Diablo 2, you killed Diablo, and it's believed that you perma-killed Diablo. And at that point, I know the Soul Forge is involved, and you actually take his soul.
Okay. So how do you get to Diablo whenever your soul's corrupted by him? How do you kill him?
You're not
Diablo
playing
2.
that character at that point. At that point, it is a bad guy.
You're playing a different character?
You play a different character, yes. And it's actually referred to as the Dark Wanderer in,
So you're
Diablo
confused
2.
I mean,
Anyway, in Diablo 2, you...
oh, did you see how I got confused? Face.
In Diablo 2, you actually confront and fight Diablo a second time with a second person. And you take the soul of Diablo and you put it into a gem, and then you crush it on a forge in hell that's designed to forge and manipulate souls.
So what happened to the corrupted guy that you played in the first one then?
He dies in the process of transforming into Diablo himself. And in the third Diablo
So in the
here,
third one?
in the third Diablo, the other lords of hell have taken over various regions. You don't know that starting out, but they've taken over various regions of hell, or not of hell, of the earth. They've manifested on Earth itself. Again, I'm not sure if this is actually Earth.
So they managed to get up there then.
Yes. While Diablo was doing his more obvious shenanigans on the surface,
They sneaked up
subtly
there.
they were subtly creating their own spots on the world to corrupt themselves.
Okay.
And now all of this is kind of coming to a head because the Lord of Terror, basically the king of all demons, was slain again, and so everybody in all the major players in Hell are like,
What do you mean slain again?
he was killed the first time,
He
but
hasn't
he
been
just
dead long.
he
Whatever killed him must be
reincarnated himself in the first hero, and then these Diablo, EV magic and stuff, you know, ancient magics and understandings, dark rituals, all kind of comes from his domain. So he remanifested.
So he died and then he magically came back alive.
Yes, he reincarnated himself as the in the body of the fallen hero.
As the Lord of Terror. As the Lord of Terror.
He was always the Lord of Terror, but he just reincarnated. Anyway.
And that's who you gotta try to fight at the end.
That's who you kill in the second one, and then you take his soul, you stick his soul inside of a gem, and then you shatter it on a place in hell to kill him permanently. At least that's what you think. But this creates a power vacuum in hell, and all the lords of hell are then trying to fill that void with their own presence, if you will.
So you're trying to kill all of the lords then, or what are you trying to do?
Initially that's not your objective. You're just an adventurer doing your thing. Like, I've helped a couple of farmers so far, and I've fought an old skeleton king. That's really all the more that I've come around to. But as the story progresses, I keep getting more and more other things that I have to take care of. At the end of this one...
What?
Your grave awaits.
Well, at the end of this one, I fight a cult that's actually I fight the witch leader of a cult that's actually in service to one of the demon lords. I don't remember which one off the top of my head. I think it's the Lord of Despair, maybe? Or Anguish? But you kill her, and she basically lets the cat out of the bag that, hey, this Lord of Terror is... Or not Lord of Terror, this other demon lord is actually on the surface and kind of wrecking stuff for humans. You might want to take care of that. And so
Take care of it.
Yeah, that takes you over to a desert where that particular demon lord has actually taken over the soul of one of the royals. I think it's a king. Yeah, I think it's the king that they take the soul over of. Or is that the Lord of Treachery?
So then you have to try to, have to try to beat him.
Well, then you end up confronting him, being like, "Hey, I know that you're actually a demon," and then you kill it. I think you put his soul in. No, I'm confusing an anime there. I thought you put his soul in a flask for a minute, but that's not how that works. You basically you kill him. And then you find out that there's other lords that are making a push in other places, and you keep fighting, and eventually you end up having to fight Diablo, who has yet again managed to get himself back onto the plane of hell, or off the plane of hell, and reinvigorated himself. And so you have to end up fighting him, spoiler alert, you fight him at the top of heaven. So he's actually pushed his way through the gates of heaven.
How did...
So you end up in heaven, in a corrupted version of heaven, and you're having to get to the top where Diablo is, and then kill him so that heaven doesn't crumble and, remove all the good in the world.
Fight the darkness.